The absence of that directional trade in FX, a lot of people coalescing around the idea that maybe we can find it in euro-dollar at to 120 and beyond. Does that resonate with you?
I think it does, yes. I don't know how quickly we're going to go to 120 or so, but definitely from both sides of the Atlantic, you have strong tailwinds in favor of euro-dollar upside. I mean, you just said it before. It's really historic what has actually happened in Europe right now. We have the issuance of common debt, disperse the proceedings into member states of the European Union. This is completely unprecedented, and I think it's not so much about the size, which is definitely needed. It's going to provide support, but it's mostly about the signaling effect. And on the other side of the Atlantic, you have all these years of flows into the U.S. You had this outperformance so many years, but right now we are in a very messy political situation. The market is also has started pricing in the Biden victory, which I think all these argues in favor of a softer dollar.
Is there clarity in capital flows, or is that messy as well?
Well, that's a very good point. I think right now it's a bit, it has been messy this year. For the past decade or so, it was a very, very clear picture. Everyone all over the world, they've been pouring money into the U.S. And I think that was one of the things why in the past 4 or 5 years, we've had the dollar really picking and the dollar stepping into considerably overvalued territory, because you had a lot of flows, and because of the very, very unusual rate differentials that we had based on a long history, it was very costly to hedge that. So basically, it was a rather clear picture. I think this picture is going to start reversing, meaning that I think on a medium-term perspective, we're going to start seeing flows outside the U.S. and into the rest of the world. Euro area is going to be a very, very important destination area.
This has been a consensus of sorts this year, the idea that we're going to get a weakening dollar, that the euro is going to strengthen. This overnight, people saying the euro is turning into a credible safe haven given the joint issuance. Yet the euro is lower today, weaker versus the dollar. What do you make of that?
No, I wouldn't really read too much on it. I mean, I'm pretty sure you have a number of traders that were positioned ahead of the event. Now some of them are taking chips off the table, taking some profits. No, I think trying to read into these very, very short intraday moves is a really futile game. I think the direction of travel remains for a higher euro-dollar. The direction of this resistance is higher. Yes, it's not going to be a straight path. But as I said, fundamentally, the momentum is there. And I'm really looking for a higher euro-dollar this year.